Hey guys, this is Margaret with Desserts on Delicious. Let me show you how to make cookie stencils in Cricut. So you're going to open up Cricut and then you're going to go over to select images. And I'm going to type in eyeglasses because I'm making a Blippi cookie. I've already made the cake. You can see my video on that. But I select eyeglasses. And I'm going to choose this set of eyeglasses here. So I'm going to upload that to my canvas. And once it's uploaded, I am going to then size it down to the size that I would like for it to be. My cookie is about 3 inches. So I like to make my size about 2.5 is a good size for it to print out. And so I'm going to also then go over here to contour, and I'm going to remove those little dots here as where I'm pointing the arrow on the glasses to remove them off of the frame. So as you can see, I did there. Next, I want my, I don't want the middle pieces to fall out of the stencil when I go to make it. So I am going to select a square. And once that pops up, let me move this out the way. Okay, I'm just kind of organizing myself here. Okay, so now with the square, I am going to size this down, make it longer and size it down small so that when I go to slice it, it will leave the middle part of the frame intact because I want just the outer part of the frame for my design. So now I'm just copying all of that, and oh no, I'm not going to weld. I'm not trying to weld this. Let me come out of that. I want to go to slice, and I'm going to slice the image. So again, I'm trying to leave just the frame. So this is how it's going to look once you slice it. And now I'm just going to, you can either hide this or you can delete all of these pieces here because you really don't need them anymore. All right, so now the next step, we're going to make it. And we're going to select our mat. And then you're going to click continue. And this is what it looks like on your mat. Okay, and click continue there. And I'm going to use the stencil film here, 4.0 milliliter. But I actually use 6. I like 6 better than 4. And then I'm going to select more. Next, I'm going to show you the stencil film I use, which is 6 millimeters. I like to use this instead of 4. And this is how it looks cut out. And here's my oval cookie cutter. Now let's decorate the cookie. And I'm just going to use this white cookie icing from Walmart here. I'm going to add a little bit to a bowl. And then I'm going to come in with my orange icing here to make my glasses. And again, this is for Blippi cookies, and you'll see the design at the end. Mix that in to get the orange color. Then I'm going to use a little bit of shortening to adhere my stencil to the fondant. So I'm just going to rub a little bit of shortening onto the fondant, removing any excess. Okay, so now I'm going to come in with my stencil, and I'm going to lay it down over my fondant, and I'm going to take my roller and just roll over it slightly to make sure that it adheres to the fondant. And then I'm going to come in with my little icing scraper here, and I'm going to add it onto the stencil, removing any excess. And I just continue to take off a little bit at a time. Now I am going to remove the stencil slowly from the fondant so that you can see what the design actually looks like. Okay, and it came out perfectly. So now my next step, I want to hide those lines. So I'm just going to take a little bit of fondant and I'm just going to go in to where I sliced out that part on the stencil originally, and I'm just going to fill it in with a little bit of the orange icing here on my cookie, just so it looks nice and even. Now once that is all complete, I'm going to come in with my oval cookie cutter to cut out that piece in the fondant, and then I'm going to attach it to my cookie, and I've already placed some corn syrup on my cookie. I'm just going to lay it across it. I should have used a knife or something, but there you go. And see, it takes a little bit of time initially to create your stencil, but it looks beautiful. I really love it. I hope you get a chance to try it. And here's the finished product. If you would like to see more of this content, don't forget to click the subscribe button. I try to post videos weekly.